I mean, over 20% of women in the UK are on antidepressant, and just under half of all women, again in the UK, are on some kind of psychotropic medication, whether that's antidepressants or antipsychotics or anti-anxiety medications or mood stabilizers or what have you. They're the most medicated people on earth, and they're plagued by body image issues in the societies that supposedly liberated them from objectification. 13% of women have contemplated suicide because of how they look or how they feel about how they look, and 10% of them have actually self-harmed because of the negative feelings they have about how their bodies look. 15% of women in the UK have eating disorders because of feeling that they don't fit to the societal beauty standards, which is just another way of saying that they feel that they're coming up short when being objectified. Well, that's not rejection of objectification, that's capitulation to it. And speaking of objectification, the countries of the West, Europe, the UK, the United States, and so on, these are the top producers and consumers of pornography in the world. The number of women in the UK who have reportedly entered into prostitution has doubled over the past year or so, since the cost of living crisis has hit Europe because of the Ukraine war and the sanctions against Russia. Put that in perspective. The median income of the poorest people in the UK is roughly 15,000 sterling pounds per year. The median income in Malaysia is 2,000 pounds less than that. But supposedly, being so poor as to earn 2,000 pounds more than the average Malaysian is enough to drive women in the UK into prostitution. And Malaysia is not an impoverished nation. And this is the average, the median income for the whole country, not for the poorest segment of the country. But in your society, the economic system apparently requires women to rent their bodies out to men for sex in order to be free, independent, liberated women financially. No, you can't cope with modernity. You can't cope.